I do not like playing as the Bandit. I do not like him in a box. I do not like him with a fox. I do not like him with a mouse. I do not like him in a house. I do not like him here or there. I do not like him anywhere. But there are 2 achievements associated with the Bandit. So, the first is to reset his cooldown 15 times in a row. Let's go ahead and just get the crit going. So Bandit has... Let's see if I can remember his gameplay here. So he's got this invisibility. And he's got this big gun. And he's got this grenade thing. And I think by reset his cooldown 15 times in a row, when I kill an enemy with lights out, I think it resets lights out immediately. I'm just going to play organically, and hopefully it kind of just falls into place for me. The first one should be easy enough. We should be able to just kill the boss. Oh, that was lights out right there, but I need to hit the boss with it. I hit his little buddy with it. I did reset the cooldown, though. Maybe we'll get that one first. Reset the cooldown over and over again. Oh, I missed. Oh, yeah, my cooldown's not reset now. Nothing's reset. Everything's broken. And I'm dead. Alright, maybe this won't be too bad. I just need to kind of use my L trigger skills. I don't have my skills all mapped to face buttons. I like 2 of them mapped to face buttons and 2 of them mapped to my shoulder buttons. Typically what that means is a class's movement skill gets mapped to my left trigger. But some classes don't have movement skills, and it gets more interesting with some classes than others. So, okay, we just need to... So that's refreshed. Hey, it's my use item. I think we're going to go ahead and grab this. I'm going to take, I think... You know what? Why mess with a classic? With glass turned on, it should be trivial to get the consecutive cooldown achievement. I think... He died. I'm worried that these crabs won't die to one shot of lights out. And then I just gotta kill a boss with lights out. There's also some miscellaneous stuff I need to do. I need to drown whirls still. I need to kill a boss with low health still. So we're gonna have to see how that all goes. But I do have missiles for when I get into severe danger. It's actually very easy to reset his cooldowns with glass on. There is some debate. There's actually no debate at all. I'm just on the wrong side of this opinion, and that's all there is to it. But I'm going to pretend like I'm not, because this is my YouTube channel, and there's nobody else within earshot that can gainsay me. So, the Bandit is either a greenman with big floppy ears, or he's wearing a green 10-gallon hat. And I'm definitely of the opinion that he's a greenman with big floppy ears. Because, come on. Floppy-eared alien? Isn't that what everybody wants in their life? Our puppy, Rydia, who has been living with us for a couple of months now. Okay, there's the hit list that we just unlocked, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's go find our Chihuahua. She is the only Chihuahua that I've ever known that has floppy ears. I should actually point out that I've never known a puppy Chihuahua before. All the Chihuahuas that I've been associated with in my life had been fully grown by the time that I met them. With the... I don't know that I'm going to get this boss with lights out. Yeah, in fact, I'm not even going to try, because that seems dangerous. Yeah, and we didn't hit... Already, even with glass on with these elites, I can't kill with lights out guaranteed, unfortunately. But hey, here's my infusion over here, so we'll grab that real quick. My mother has a Chihuahua, which is a Chihuahua Dachshund mix, and he's never had floppy ears. His ears have always been completely straight up. But we got rid of it, and she's a puppy, and we got her home. And at first, I didn't think she was a Chihuahua because she has these really floppy ears. And her first vet visit, I asked the doctor, and the doctor says, "Oh no, yeah, Chihuahuas, sometimes puppies, they have very floppy ears, and rarely, sometimes, they stay floppy. Some Chihuahuas do have floppy ears their whole lives. They never stand all the way up. It has to do with their particular Chihuahua genetics and whether or not their ear leather becomes firm." That's the term he used, ear leather, which I immediately love that term. And I can't wait until I have the opportunity in, say, Dungeons & Dragons to give somebody like an ear leather shield made out of like an Oliphant's ear or something. I don't know. So I get home from the vet that day, and Peanut gets home from work, and I say, "Here's what the vet told me Rydia's floppy ears." And she says, "I hope her ears stay floppy forever." That was a couple of months ago. That was way back before Christmas. So, update. Rydia's ears are still somewhat floppy as of now. She still is a puppy, but as she's getting bigger, her ears are very clearly not going to stay floppy forever, and they're starting to stand up now. The ear leather is starting to firm up and become... kind of enter their final adult state. And my poor lady wife is traumatized by this development. She could not be sadder that Rydia's ears are not going to be floppy her entire life. I guess there always is the chance, because the doctor did say some Chihuahuas, they do have floppy ears forever. I've never seen a Chihuahua with floppy ears, but he assures me it does happen. So maybe Rydia will be one of the 1% of 1% or whatever that has floppy Chihuahua ears her whole life. I would not hold my breath. I think the writing is on the wall regarding Rydia's floppy ears. And you know what? I don't even know why Peanut's upset. Because she still has Edgar, and Edgar's ears are just naturally floppy and always will be. Edgar, if you did not know, is a Morkie, which is a Maltese Yorkshire Terrier mix. I just wasted my lights out right there. I think I'm just going to kill this magma worm right here. If I can. Okay. We're going to take a double jump. Beautiful. We gotta find a boss that I can safely target their last sliver of health with lights out, is what I need to do. But it's not going to happen with a magma worm. I'm not convinced at all it can happen with a magma worm. Because now that enemies are taking more than one hit to kill, it is going to be a matter of... This is the main problem, is I've got this invisibility spell, but it doesn't pierce. So when you've got enemies in a line like this, which is 99% of the game, there's no way to reset, to get that cooldown reset and get your big headshot ability back. It's just not going to happen. Edgar is a mix between a Maltese and a Yorkshire Terrier. They call them a Morkie. And when we went to the puppy store to pick out Rydia. We didn't go to the puppy store to pick out Rydia. I tell this whole story in one of the episodes of our podcast. You should go listen to our podcast. It's called That Podcast We Did. You can see it on my YouTube channel or on my website, or I think it's on iTunes and stuff. But the first puppy that Peanut picked up to look at was another Morkie, and I says, no, I veto that. We're not getting another Morkie, because what if all of their personalities are like Edgar's? What if they're all just the worst dog? And some of you out there are going to be like, how can Brickroad say that about his dog? No dog is bad. All doggos are good. No, some doggos are bad. And Edgar is the worst dog. I still love him, of course. I would still protect him with my life. I still feed him and bathe him and play with him. But he is the worst dog. Unquestionably the worst dog I've ever known in my life. And everybody I know who has that initial reaction, how can you say that about a dog? That's no dog is... And then they meet Edgar, they're like, you know what? You're absolutely right. We should not have doubted you, Brickroad. Here's $50. And then just give me $50. But I said, no, you can't get another Morkie, because what if all of their personalities are terrible? Fortunately, the same puppy store had Rydia, and Rydia was very docile at first, and Peanut didn't like that. She's like, I want a spunky, energetic dog. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, but you can't really judge a puppy's demeanor by playing with them for 5 minutes in the puppy store, you know what I mean? It's possible she just had a big day. She's the most adorable dog in this store, so probably everybody that's come in all day long has played with her. She's probably just really tired. Because she was really docile in the pet store. But yeah, sure enough, after we got her home, now she's spunky as hell. In fact, yeah, this imp overlord here. We should be able to get with lights out, no problem. In fact, he's going to just come hang out with me here, it looks like. Let's disappear. Even the regular enemies I can't. Oh god, I am dead. I am dead. Holy crap. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. I was telling the story anyway. We're just looking to get the unlocks. Oh, maybe we got the unlocks. Did I get them already? Did I get the unlocks? Did I get them both? I did. I got... Okay, so we don't have to play Bandit anymore. We can play... Let's do this one. Let's do Loader. Let's travel with the Hydraulic Gauntlet. Let's just get a Loader run in. Just a fun time Loader run. Where's Loader at? There he is. Just fun time Loader run, you know. For the heck of it. Rydia tore up our house. My goodness. Like, it's a good thing we don't have carpet through most of our house, because she chews absolutely everything. Edgar has 12 years worth of puppy toys that he never ever played with. 12 years worth of Christmases and, oh, I saw this on sale for $2, isn't it cute? Kind of toys, like a whole box of toys. Rydia has torn through almost all those toys. And she tore up the box they came in. She's torn up toilet paper and paper towels. She started eating... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Put a pylon down. I guess it's down now, so... All we need to do is travel around with him, though. How far does this fire? Not that far. Maybe about a third of a screen or so. I kind of want to fry the whole level with pylons now. And it's not malicious. She's not a bad dog. It's just she's a puppy, and she's getting used to the world, and she puts everything in her mouth. And she's getting better and better about it. There's some things that she won't mouth on anymore. She won't chew socks. She won't chew wires. But it's just flabbergasted me how Edgar went 12 years never ever playing with his toys. So he has this little toy box filled with chew toys, and Rydia has just reduced most of them to just fuzz and mulch. It's amazing. Sure, we'll take... Ooh, I don't even know what I want. I don't even know what I want. Let's do... You know what? I'm going to take Fireman's Boots. I'm going to take Fireman's Boots. Put a pylon down. We'll come down here. We'll have some fun with it. I think I fried those spaghetti monsters. Excellent. And apparently Chihuahuas as well, and a lot of small breed dogs, Edgar was the same way, are very stubborn when it comes to potty training. Edgar never got 100% potty trained, unfortunately. The problem there was when we first got him, every dog authority in the universe said you should crate train your dog. That's the proper way to potty train them. You get them a crate, you leave them in there when you're not actively like playing with them or whatever. And when you are, you take them out of the crate, you feed them, you play with them, whatever. They sleep in there. That's their safe space they go into. But to people that don't know that, it's very difficult to convince them that crate training is a good idea. And I've seen this happen over and over with dog owners. I've seen my mother go through it with her dog, and we went through it with Edgar. I have an aunt that went through it with, what did she have? An Akita, I think? That was a kind of cool little maneuver. You know what? I'm just going to put a pylon down here. And I'll see you guys on the other side when I go up top and pop another pylon. What? But it's always the same thing. Oh, crate training is so mean, and they're in there all day, and how could you do that? So, hey, look, there's my infusion already. Beautiful. Edgar did eventually get to the point where he understood that he needed to go outside, and he doesn't go inside unless he's desperate, unless he can't hold it, and one of us isn't paying attention, typically. His problem is, though, he hasn't asked to go outside when it's time to go out. Like, he knows he has to go, but he doesn't realize he can ask to go out. He never really picked up on that aspect of it. And to this day, he doesn't like crates. The only thing he likes about a crate is when we got one for Rydia, he immediately climbed into it so she couldn't use it. That's the kind of vindictive butthole my terrible dog is. If you're still thinking, oh, but all dogs are good. No, Edgar is a spiteful, stubborn brat. He is. This time next year, he'll be 13 years old, and he is every bit as spiteful and stubborn as a human teenager. But we needed a solution for Rydia, because she has her crate, and she really likes her crate. She likes to go in there whenever she's tired out. She climbs in there whenever I'm not giving her attention when I'm working, because I work at home, and she's at home all day, and I'll just leave the crate in my office, so she'll just climb in there. She's got her little, either a Doctor Who blanket, or a Scooby-Doo blanket, or a Little Mermaid blanket, because my wife and I are both gargantuan nerds, and every like object and filament in our house has some cartoon's face on it. But she'll go in there and she'll chill out. She really likes her crate, so we crate trained her properly. She knows that that's her safe space to go. I should be using this Claw-Majigger a little more dutifully. Oh, I guess I should be using it on monsters. I never really learned to use the Claw-Majigger with the loader. But you can't leave her in the crate all day, because it does get to the point where it's abusive. If, like, you're... Realistically, we have a good 5-6 hours a day where we're both here and we're both kind of attentive to her, and we can't leave her in the crate the other 20 hours a day, you know what I mean? So, I let her out, I let her go outside. We plugged up a hole in our fence so she can't get out through the fence. She has started digging out there, though. I wonder if she's going to try to dig under the fence. I mean, if she does and she gets away, she's got a license now, so I'm not super worried about the dog running away. She is old enough now, she likes to go out in the yard by herself, even without Edgar. For a long time, she wouldn't go out without either me or Peanut, or if Edgar was going out there, she would go out. And go out with Edgar. Even though Edgar hates her, this is how good of a dog Rydia is. Even though Edgar hates her and is spiteful and wants her to die, she still loves being around Edgar. She wants to cuddle with him, he doesn't want to cuddle. She wants to play with him, he doesn't want to play. She wants to share his food, he doesn't want to share. Because Edgar is, as I've mentioned, the worst dog. So she spends a lot of time out in the yard, just barking at passersby. She spends a lot of time in here in the office with me, where I can keep an eye on her during the day. But potty training a Chihuahua is, I guess it's just hard. Like, it's just a known quantity with Chihuahuas. A lot of other small dogs, it's just difficult. Partly because they don't have the bladder space, I found out, to just hold onto their urine and their feces for long periods of time. So sometimes it's like they know they need to go out, but nobody's letting them out. So we solved this with two problems. The first thing is we've started, because Edgar's been a grazer his whole life, we just put his food down and leave the bowl filled up and he eats when he gets hungry. We've now got the dogs on a schedule. Peanut feeds them about 8 in the morning before she leaves for work, and then we feed them again at 6 or 7 in the evening after we've had our dinner. Rydia has acclimated to this schedule. She'll eat whatever, whenever. She's not picky. She'll eat sticks, frogs, snake skins. She horked up a dead bird on our couch once. That was fun. So yeah, she's not picky. She'll like, what, you know, my food's ready, good. I'm ready to go. Let's party. Edgar hates this new process of only eating when we say he can eat. And I suspect he's actually losing weight now, which isn't good, because he's only 5 pounds to begin with. But, oops, didn't hit there. This is fine. You know what, that's really helpful just to get your pylon down. Even if you're not using the claw-majigger to attack monsters, it still does seem pretty helpful. It might actually stun monsters too, now that I'm thinking of it. So that was the first thing. Now I kind of know during the day when Rydia is going to need to go outside. She eats her food, hour or so later, she's going to be ready to go out. The other thing we did, though, is we went and bought a big wire, like, octagonal cage that we set up in the living room with her bed and her cage and her water bowl and all her toys in it. So she has this big space in the living room that she can go. Like, right now, I'm recording. I'm home, but I'm recording. I can't deal with dogs at the moment. You know what I mean? It's no different than if you go to work leaving your dog wherever you leave your dog all day. I don't know. You do you. Whatever your life is, I have no idea, but back in the day, we used to have to leave Edgar alone all day, and for a while, we tried leaving him in his cage until Peanut said that was too mean, and we couldn't do that anymore. But so right now, I'm recording. I'm working. I can't keep an eye on Rydia, and even if I saw her doing something I didn't want her doing, I would have to just kind of suck it up, because I'm recording. I can't stop the recording to go deal with the dog. So right now, she's out there in her octagonal cage. She's having a good time with it. You know, I think she enjoys it in there. She's got everything she needs. And there's my double jump. Beautiful. I'll take that. Thank you. I'm surprised I haven't come across a teleporter in this level just yet. I want to get to the 3rd level and see if it's the Whirl level, is what I really want. And I'm also very surprised we haven't beaten a boss at low health yet. I felt like that was going to happen organically through the game, but we might have to contrive a way to do that somehow. So that was our other solution. She's on an eating schedule, and now she's spending her day. So if she does have an accident, we don't have to chase it all down the house, find little Chihuahua turds everywhere. Now it's going to be confined to this octagonal space, and that's been going for a couple days, and it's going pretty well, I think. She enjoys it out there. She's not whining about it. Where did this come from? I'll take a Guat Hoof. I do need to be using the hydraulic arm more, though, because that's ostensibly why I picked loader. I mean, I just kind of want to do a loader run. But there is an achievement associated with the loader that we need to get. Oh, you know, I haven't been down here. Teleporter's probably down here, right? I think on... Let me look at my calendar and see if I can get this right. My upload... I try to talk about my upload schedule as little as possible in my videos because I never always know what's going up and when. But I do have a schedule, or a calendar on the wall, and the schedule is ostensibly up to date, so it looks like this is going up on Saturday and then Tuesday, the following Tuesday. So if you're watching this the day of it, when it goes up, if you're watching it 10 years from now, greetings from the past. Say hi to the robot overlords for me. But it looks like Tuesday will be the first episode of the new Let's Play series, which is in honor of my puppy Rydia. So look forward to that. Is there a teleporter in this level? Can I has teleporter, please? What should I grab here? Let's grab a Guardian Heart. Hey! That way we can't just be one shot. I probably should have grabbed one of those on Bandit, but whatever. We don't have to play Bandit anymore. We got both the Bandit Chivos in like 10 minutes. It's over. No more Bandit for this playthrough. Oh, maybe it's down here. No? I got the only level in existence where they didn't give me a teleporter. There's a magma worm. Should I try to let this magma worm bring me down below 20% health? I mean, what even would be 20% health here? This could be very, very dangerous, especially with that spitter there. I don't think that's 20%. I need to be lower than that 80 that I'm at. Where'd my magma worm go? Yeah, that's going to be so difficult to time with a magma worm, especially with a magma worm. That was it, though. Beautiful. Alright. I kind of... that was kind of a half-baked spur of the moment. Let's see if we can grab this. But hey, you know what? We got it. And if there's a use item chest, I think I'll grab that item. That's the voodoo doll item. We'll grab it just to pick it up. Excellent. We also still need lots and lots of monster logs. Especially boss monster logs. I have no idea how many episodes it's going to take to get all the monster logs. The hardest monster log in the game, obviously, is Providence, and we've got that one. But there are some others that are just as rare. Like, Ifrit is kind of a rare boss. Alright, I'm at a complete loss of where this teleporter could possibly be. Have I just walked past it 6 times and y'all are screaming at me? Brickroad, you're so busy talking about your stupid dogs, you missed the teleporter. Ah! No, this is where we started the level. Let's go back the other direction. Let's go counterclockwise through the level and see if something shakes loose. Oops. I must just be missing it somewhere. Sometimes it hides behind some of the scenery. Hey, there's a use item box. We just need to, real quick, grab this thing. Excuse you, I was swapping items and you interrupted me. Alright. I'm sure there are some items that I haven't picked up with command. We're going to do breaking runs at some point in this Let's Play series. Where I kind of just take whatever the game gives me with sacrifice on. And in that way, we're going to get a whole bunch of more items. Teleporter. It's over there. I see it now. Okay. I thought we went and looked in that little nook. I guess not. I have been talking about my dogs a lot. In videos and streams and stuff these days. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I gotta talk about doggos, but you know, that's what's going on in my life. I got a new puppy. What do you want from me? Ooh, I didn't get under there with my claw-majigger. So we need 3 more glasses still. Then I can focus on goat hooves. Alright, alright, alright. Nope, I see how it is. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go to this wall and drop the pylon. And go to this wall and drop the pylon and get... Oh, they bounced out of it. Looks like one of them I'm getting, but... Yeah, that's not ideal. That's not ideal, kids. Okay. No, this is fine. That was a very weird place for that ancient wisp to end up, but... Alright, we'll put a pylon here. Let's not get killed. In fact, let's pop the invulnerability shield. The pylon here. And everybody gets toasted. Nice and toasty. Love Brickroad 2019. Wonderful. And I'll open up a bunch of use item boxes, I guess. I don't know which items I have and which ones I don't, but we'll figure that out as we go. Oh, he teleported to me just as I was trying to teleport to him. That doesn't seem fair. Or legal. He should really be in jail. We are working on Sit. She doesn't quite get Sit yet. And Peanut has been working on Come Here, which she also doesn't quite get yet. She gets your lap. That's what she's into. She's really into your lap. And I'm sure there will be more doggy updates as we go forward throughout the year, throughout the videos. Alright, let's start popping boxes here. We're going to take crit glasses, because I want to get all of those with my loader. What's in here? You know, we probably have not taken this stupid... Oh, you know what? You actually unlocked that. So yeah, we'll take that. There's a monster here. A couple monsters here. Okay, we're going to take another crit glasses. Let's get... You know what? Why mess with the success? If we're going with a melee class, we'll go with a Frost Relic. We'll go with 2 Frost Relics, actually. Is there another use item I could pick up here? Probably this thing I've never picked up. Let's just grab it real quick. The Massive Leech. Yeah, we're not actually going to use that, but there's another use item, and here is another Frost Relic. Will these go down and hit those guys? Hit those nerds up top. I mean, I don't like the teleporter being in this crevice, especially if I forget monsters downstairs. There's His Majesty. We'll deal with him in a minute. You know, he's going to come after me. And there's my last... Oh, we have 10, so we need goat hooves now. Goat hooves and maybe barbed wire. Whoa! That was weird. I grabbed the wall, but I was below the floor, and then I just kind of skimmed my head along the floor as I went. I feel like we've been in this level for a year and a half. Of course, now Drowning Worlds is going to be very difficult, because we'll just kill them instead, it looks like. Are there still guys up here? Oh, I think the guys that came in with His Majesty are still up here. 2 games I've been playing a lot of recently. The first is Diablo III. They started up Season 16, and I thought that was as good a time as any. I never bought the Necromancer DLC, so I never played Necromancer yet. So I played quite a lot of Diablo. Probably 40-50 hours of Diablo while listening to audiobooks and stuff. That's a really cool game to go back to. I'm a big fan of Diablo 3, and every time I say that, some guy is like, it's not as good as Diablo 2, Brickroad. You need to play Diablo 2. Sorry, not going to happen. I'm not going to play an almost 20-year-old game now. I'm not going to go back to it. Its time has passed. It's not going to work on me. But I find Diablo 3 to be incredibly interesting. I wish it had a better Twitch community, because the Diablo 3 Twitch community... I'm not saying anything against the people who play the game. Like, I'm sure they're all nice people, and it's got a great community. It is a cooperative game, so I honestly, obviously see lots of instances where people are playing Diablo 3 with all their friends and stuff, and that's really cool. But I can't watch a stream if you're playing your Spotify lists. I can't. It just takes me out of the stream, and I can't. I can't even watch it like in the background, because I can listen to music in the background, I can watch your stream in the background. I can't listen to your music and your stream in the background. You know what I mean? I need to have your game audio and your commentary. And the thing is, I do find there is a strong correlation between streamers who just play their Spotify lists instead of game audio, and streamers that don't talk much when they're playing. because typically what this means, if you're playing a Spotify list, the game is become a grind for you. The game is just, you're just going through the motions. And Diablo 3 is definitely that kind of game. That's a game where you kind of just log in and veg out for 6 straight hours doing the same thing over and over and over. That's how Diablo 3 works a lot of the time. So I don't blame the streamers for doing that. The game lends itself to it, but it makes it not interesting to watch as a game, and I would love to watch some like really high level, like Paragon 600 plus. I think I saw some Paragon 900 streams going. I'd love to watch those streams and hear the guys talk about their builds and about the game and engage with their community that's watching them, but they're just listening to their Spotify list. And you know what? There's no accounting for taste, but y'all Spotify list sucks, okay? Nobody's out there rocking the 70s, 80s, 90s rock Spotify list, okay? Nobody's out there playing alternative rock from when I was in high school in their Spotify list, okay? Nobody's just got Beatles radio playing on the Spotify list. So everybody's taste in music is bad except for mine. So that's another reason. I'm sorry, but like if I tune into your list and you're playing just dance music or gangster rap or death metal, like I can't get into it. I'm sorry, I can't. So many reasons why. I need to pick up. Let's go barbed wire this level. Is there another use item I can grab here? Probably I never picked these stupid things up. Let's just do that real quick. The prescriptions, yeah, we'll just grab those. Yeah, we're just gonna go barbied wire this level, I think. Frost Relic's probably already maxed out. I'm going to grab a Will-o'-the-Wisp for explodey times. I'm going to grab a... Let's get a jetpack. Don't have one of those yet. We're going to get barbied wire. We're going to get barbied wire. Don't worry, guys. The videos are coming in this series where we're not going to be a slave to the command anymore. We're just going to have sacrifice on and take what comes. But I wanted to get a lot of these achievements out of the way first. Really, there's a guy way down... Oh, there's a Colossus down here. Okay. He just spawned down here. That's what happened. Come all the way down here. Grab him with the hook. And get some barbied wire. Then I got to go all the way around the level again. Just because that's how it do. Diablo 3 is a fun game. It's a very shallow game. There's not a lot to it. It really doesn't matter what your class is or what your build is or what... The playstyle is always the same. The playstyle is always click, 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 click. You know, run the rifts, do the bounties. It's the same content over and over and over again, but it's cathartic in a way. It's very familiar. It's very satisfying when... I mean, the game just feels satisfying to play. I've only played a couple of builds. This is only my 3rd character in Diablo. I played a monk when the game was first new, so before all of the bounties and the greater rifts and all that stuff even came about. Back in the days when they had the real money auction house, I played a monk. So my monk isn't even at the level cap. I think my monk's on a level 40 or something, just enough to clear the first 2 or 3 difficulties of the story mode. But then I played a witch doctor in, I think, season 12-ish. Mostly co-op with a bunch of friends, with a bunch of dudes. We're playing some Diablo. Got him up to Paragon, I think 250 or so. No, higher than that. He's like 350 or so. But then I played my Necromancer. My Necromancer is a Paragon, I don't know, 210, 215. You know what? 40, 50 hours in Necromancer, kind of had my fill. I had good time playing Diablo 3. Glad I went back to it. But maybe season 18, 20, maybe when they put out a new DLC pack or something, we'll go back to it again, but... So lots of Diablo 3 has been happening in my house this past couple weeks. Really, you can't grab through those little... The Clawmajigger does not go through the little purple blip things here. Alright, we're going to put a pylon down way over here. And murder all these nerds. Get some! Thank you. Thank you for getting some. I'm going to put a card in the mail. Thank you for getting some. Signed Brickroad 2019. I better wait for my Guardian Heart to come back, because things are getting kind of funky town right now. With my hit points. Alright, I think we should be good now. Hey, there's a box in the ceiling. I love to see that. That's the problem with having lots of passive attacks on tight levels with flying monsters, is they come through the ceiling, and then before you know it, all your items are also in the ceiling. As you do. I'm trying to grab faraway walls with my clawmajiggers, but there's so many monsters in the way. It's not always working for me. Like how I went right through those spitters and they were spawning in to get the parent behind them. They thought they was safe, but nowhere is safe. Nowhere is safe from the wall of punch. Actually, no, I declared Hand D to be the wall of punch. Loader's like a storm of punch because he punches a lot faster. And he'll punch faster still when I pick up all these soldier syringes this level. Because that's going to happen next. Yes, sir. The other game I've been playing a lot of is Final Fantasy VI. I didn't want to. I did a Let's Play of that last year. The series is really long, and I got really sick of Final Fantasy VI. But then the Gilgabot's like, we're doing a holiday Final Fantasy VI challenge run. No magic run where I pick your party for you. I'm like, alright, I gotta do it. I gotta play Final Fantasy VI again. Haven't completed the run yet. I've been playing it on stream. Just taking it a little bit at a time. Partially because, I'm kind of really super sick of Final Fantasy VI. I probably have not picked up the detonator. Let's do that real quick. Pick me a pretty good party. I've got, let's see, Terra. I got Sabin. I'm going to get Leeching Seed just for the sake of survival. I got Sabin, who's probably the best character in the game, hands down, by far, like no question, as one of my characters, so that was good. Probably haven't grabbed this amethyst yet. Do that. We'll get more syringe. There are monsters up top. Okay, fair enough. We'll go around. And who else did I get? Cyan. Cyan and Strago. The two, if you watch the Let's Play series, they're like the worst characters in the game. I don't know what else I need to... Probably the snow globe. We probably haven't gotten the snow globe yet. Let's just grab that real quick. We'll see when we go to the item screen at the end of the video, for sure, whether any of these item pickups were worthwhile or if I'm just a butt. It's possible I'm just a butt. I don't want to get into why Cyan and Strago are the worst characters in the game, but I have been very entertained by the run. There are really no bad characters in the game. No matter what characters you get, you're going to be pretty good. For this particular challenge, where you're not allowed to use the magic command, probably the worst character you can get is Realm, who is one of my favorite characters in the vanilla game. Basically because her main draw is she has a really high magic stat. She's the best caster in the game. If you're not using the magic command, that doesn't matter. And she has no other abilities to recommend her, and she has no equipment set. I didn't get Realm. I got Strago instead, who does have his own magic set, which is legal to use because it's not the magic command, it's the lore command. So the Gilgabot was very lax on what the actual rules were. Very much just, hey, this is just for fun. However you want to play the game, it's going to just be a loose, it's not a competition, it's just a loose challenge run kind of thing. Just have fun with it. Which kind of left players up to... There's another chest in the wall. Awesome. Left players to kind of design their own rules for the challenge. So, that grabbed the wall, but I didn't go anywhere. Interesting. So, the rules that I came up with that I decided to stick with are, number 1, never use the magic command. Number 2, never equip espers. And... number 3, never assign somebody to your party that you're not allowed to use. Who for me was Terra, Sabin, Strago, Cyan. Anytime the game gave me another character, I'm going to take a ukulele here, I had to kill them off, which means a lot of the beginning of the game I was doing solo. So I had to do some bosses with solo Terra. I wasn't allowed to use Gao on the Velt during Sabin's scenario, stuff like that. There are 2 points in the game where I wasn't able to do that. 2 points in the game where I didn't have access to any of my characters. Locke's scenario, where you only have Locke and Celeste, I couldn't, obviously. And then in the very beginning of the World of Ruin with just Celeste. Obviously, I can't kill anybody off there. So I had to bend the rules there a little bit, but as soon as I got Sabin in the World of Ruin, I went ahead and killed Celeste off and didn't use her after that point. The only other time I had to bend the rule, and this caused some controversy in my chat, because they're like, this is dumb, you're dumb, is in order to recruit Strago in the World of Ruin, you have to assign Realm to the party. And I'm like, okay, well the challenge would be dumb if I just couldn't ever use one of my characters, so I'm going to assign Realm to the party just long enough to get Strago and then take her back out. Strago has his own little bonus dungeon called Ebot's Rock, where he gets a powerful lore attack where, for this run, would be excellent, because you have very little in the way of powerful magic, because you're not allowed to use magic, but Strago can get his own kind of magic that he can use. However, to make that dungeon accessible, you have to assign Realm to the party. And I thought about this, and I'm like, well, you know what? Just to get Strago in the party, like, I can't do the challenge without the character. The challenge doesn't work unless I have all my characters. It would just be dumb otherwise. So bending the rule there made sense to me. What else do I want? How about just goat hooves for days? How about just crazy goat hoof times for days and days and days? I'm going to start stacking boxing gloves, actually, with my tier 2. Because if I get to the water level, when I loop here, I can just do some whirls easily that way. That's what I can do. With a couple of boxing gloves, I'll have such kickback that I'll be able to push them into the drink a lot easier. So that's what we'll do, is stack a bunch of boxing gloves. Just in preparation of that, I guess. Were there any boxes over here that I left behind? I don't think so, but I'll go check. No, there's none over here. So I rationalized it in my head, like, okay, to make the challenge work, I do have to break the rule once and assign Realm to the party. I have to. I don't have a choice. My other option would be to just complete the game with 3 characters, which is fine. I've done that before. There's a separate challenge run where you don't recruit any non-essential characters in the World of Ruin. You end up having to complete the game with just Celeste, Edgar, and Setzer, who are both excellent characters. So I also gotta remember we're looking for this loader achievement, so I'm not just playing for funsies here. We've actually got a goal that we're looking for. I've completed that run, the 3-character run. It's not super difficult because Edgar and Setzer are both great characters, and Celeste has such a great equipment set. You do a little bit of leveling up, and you're fine. You know, you're fine. Let's torch all these dorks. Well, I got him with the Clawmajigger, but... Aha, there we go. There we go. Well, whatever. There's got to be a teleporter down here. There it is. Alright, who's next? Who's up? Scavenger, eh? Scavenger can kill me real easily, so let's try to be a little smart about this. Let's wait for the Guardian Heart to come back down here. Haha! And yeah, my chat, there was some controversy. They're like, Brickroad, that's stupid. You won't go to Ebot's Rock because you can't get there without assigning Realm. But you assigned Realm to the party to get Strago. This is inconsistent. You're bending the rules too much. How do you possibly rationalize this? Listen, it makes sense in my head. Sometimes when you're doing challenge runs with games that are very structured, you have to bend the rules quite a lot. I was going to go that way, but I'm going to have to go this way, because I'm actually much lower on hit points than I should be at this juncture. There's a lot of non-elites here I can just punch through, which is nice. I do have to finish up that run, though. I intend to. I'm going to take a Gwot Hoof here. The problem is I'm so fast with my Gwot Hoof now that it's almost not worth using the hook to get around anymore. But we must use the hook to get around. Ooh, let's get out of the way of those missiles coming at me, coming at my face. The Will-O-the-Wisp is actually doing a lot of my work here for me right now. Can be quite explodey times. Wow, that claw's more useful and stronger than I ever gave it credit for, honestly. I can't get across this gap, though, once I jump out there. Which worked just fine. Alright, we're going to burn the rest of these tards, I think. Here we go. Nicely done. Here, have some missiles. You're a missile elite, but I'm going to feed you my missiles first. Alright, I'm done opening up used boxes because I have no idea what used items I still actually need. Here's a tier 2 box. I guess instead of goat hooves, we should take... You know, let's grab some mysterious vials, because we are having some regeneration issues here and there. Let's go finish off the scavenger. Like that. Brickroad, how do you type with boxing gloves on? They're not real boxing gloves. They're just in-game boxing gloves. They're little sprites on the screen. And it's fine. Don't worry about it. Last year, actually, the holiday challenge was a Chrono Trigger. Where it just saying, here's your party, you got to use these guys in Chrono Trigger. And that was the same thing. Because a lot of Chrono Trigger, you can't pick your party. Especially if you don't get Chrono as one of your 3 characters. Because then you can't... In that game, you're not allowed to change... You're not allowed to swap Chrono out of the party at all until very, very late in the game. If I don't get the underwater level as my stage 3, we're just going to go to the contact light and finish this run up. But I want to just have... We got lucky with a couple achievements that I thought were going to be very tricky to get in this video. I want to see if I can keep that luck going. There, have a pylon. Get roasted. Oh, that's too high up there. Nobody's getting roasted. Nobody's getting roasted at all. Oh, now I'm sad. Woo! Took a big hit there. Took a big ol' hit there. Hey, monster log. Beautiful. The other thing we really need in these runs is more monster logs. I don't know a way to, like, cheese the monster logs. You know what I mean? I'm going to start grabbing more leeching seeds. We got a bunch of boxing gloves now. Grab a couple of these. Grab one of these. I'm going to check and see what monster logs I still need at the end of this video. And then try to... I mean, there's nothing I can do to control what levels we get, but... Let's take a golden gun for some extra damage. Why not? We still don't have that... the Clawmajigger achievement either. We can force that one, though. Just by using it over and over and over again. If we have to stand still in a level and do it, we can just do it that way. I don't know if the whole loader, if it has to all be in one run, or if you can do it in multiple runs. Actually not sure. Of course, with Frost Relic, Magma Worms ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. But yeah, it has been a slog getting through Final Fantasy VI. It really, really has, because I did the Let's Play last year, and people enjoyed it, it looks like. It wasn't the breakaway hit, obviously, my channel needed. It still only averaged a couple hundred views per video, but my regulars all seem to enjoy it, and have been bugging me to play more games like it on the channel. Hey, some of you guys I'm not getting down there. Oh, maybe I'm in the hitbox. Oh, you know what? It's because the pylon got placed in midair somehow, for some reason. Fair enough. Well, no, not fair enough. I feel cheated. I feel cheated, yo. There, this'll work better. Just like that. God, I love it. Let's take some sickles for more healing. Let's grab some crowbars that we don't have yet. We are getting boxes in the ceiling because of the jellyfish. Arg. Well, you guys might not understand. Not all Let's Players do this. It's a style thing. From channel to channel, people have different priorities and such. But I always do test plays of games before I play them. It's very rare that I play a game blind. And often I do more than one test play before recording a game. With Final Fantasy VI, the recording you guys watched was the third time I had played through it. In a very short amount of time. And that was before I spent the many, many hours of editing the videos together. And just by the time I was done with it, I was just so over that game. So when they're like, yeah, it's Final Fantasy VI time to be a challenge run, I was like, oh, come on. Let's take whatever this is. Bitter roots? Fine, why not? I'll have a few. I won't stay sick of the game forever, though. I don't have any idea what I'm even pointing at here. Let's just grab gasoline, I guess. Hey, I was right. It was gasoline after all. There's still dudes over here. Way over here. Alright, show me a water level, game. Take me to the sunken ruins. If you would, please. How much further am I going to have to travel with my Girapnel, I wonder? Because it is quite a fair distance. It's a big number. It's like 200,000 meters or something. Okay, we've got the correct level. Let's go down to the water. And there's some whorls. But we need them to spawn down here. Where we can push them off these platforms. That's going to be difficult to do with my Frost Relic. I just want to see if it's going to be possible. Or if I'm going to have to make a build specifically for this. There's one. Oh, see, he died almost immediately. That wasn't good. There's an elite whorl though up here. No, I'm killing way too quick. The other thing I can do is do a kin run and come here until I just get whorls as my one creature. And maybe Commando, who can fire from a distance. I know Commando with a lot of knockback, with a lot of boxing glove, can make this work pretty well. We got to drown 20 of these guys, and I haven't even drowned one yet. I just drowned a Clayman. Well, a blighted Clayman. Alright. I need to just get the teleporter up here. We're going to have to do a kin run and just build a knockback. I think Commando will do the trick. With very little damage, but lots and lots of knockback. Because the Clayman will just jump off the screen, but the whorls will not. And we'll just keep shooting the wall with the grappling hook here. Yeah, I can't even kill these whorls. Or I can kill them, but they don't get knocked into the hole at all. This is the wrong build to be doing this with. The Frost Relics, the Will-o'-the-Wisps. The Frost Relics especially. And we'll just grab this wall a lot. Not from that far back, though. And eventually... killing them so quickly. If we loop enough, they'll have a lot more hit points, and with certain builds... Like, we could do a kin run and just loop and loop and loop until we just get whorls for this level. That's going to be a boring video with no bosses or anything. We're probably not going to be able to piggyback any other achievements in that video. But we don't have that much left. A lot of monster logs we still need, for sure. I think it's going to reach the point where this series is just going to be a breaking run every Saturday. With no other real goal in mind. To game crash in the hopes that we get a monster log. Whatever the last monster log we need is. Yeah, oh no, he died on the way down. Oh well. Alright, well there's the taser. Let's grab a golden gun for the final level. Oh, I already had one of those. Okay, I got a tier 3 chest here. I'm gonna take... We could power up a hit list. That would take too long. Let's just grab a Tesla foil. Oh, and some dice, apparently. You know what? Another pair of dice. Let's do it. There's another tier 3 here. Let's take... the Behemoth. Yeah, baby. Excuse you. You're not going to want to be here in 2 seconds. All these are going to be goat hooves. More whirls up here. They're not drowned, but they is frozen. Hey, are you my boss for this level? Hi, my name's Loader. Have some wall of punch. I'm sorry, no, flurry of punch. It was something of punch. I punched something. Alright, we're moving on to the contact light. No, we're not. There's still more enemies down at the bottom. And then we're moving on to the contact light. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be kin runs with commando. Where we take very little damage, but we take boxing gloves. And try to work it from there. It's gonna be some boring runs, but it's what we have to do. You know what? I think we're just going to burn the contact light up real quick. I'm not going to try for key cards or anything. I'm pretty confident that we can kill Providence just like it is. Real happy I didn't have to play Bandit for a full video, though. That was really cool. Very, very nice. Alright, let me out. This isn't the room I can just get out of, right? No. Can't be done. Go ahead and put a pylon down. Torch everything in the room. Oh, not looking forward to kin runs. Here's the question, though. Is it going to be faster to just set up a kin run and just run it and loop it until we luck into a level with whorls? Or... should we burn up the first 2 stages and probably on Rainstorm so the timer is not as long, and then reset if we don't get what we want? I don't have a centipede yet. You know, I'm going to take another centipede just for fun. We're going to take more goat hoof. We're going to go straight to Providence, I think. I ain't got no key cards, no ways. Both of those things sound like it's going to take a lot of time, though. Just playing to stage 3 is not a small time investment. I should look up to see... I have, like, vestigial memories that you are not able to unlock achievements on the easiest difficulty. If you can, it might be worth going all the way down to Drizzle just to get that achievement. Because Drizzle has the shortest teleporter timer. You know what I mean? Like, it won't take... I think it's a 60-second timer at the end of each level. So a couple of minutes at each level instead of forced 2 minutes for the teleporter you have to do on Monsoon. I'm just going to leave these items here because it's kind of dangerous to pick them up, so... We'll just leave them. There's 2 key cards, though. Weird. Pay attention to the health, though. Let's not lose this run at the 11th hour. I think I've lost a couple runs in a row now. A couple Saturdays in a row. It's been terrible. Didn't I? I lost a Huntress, I feel like. And then, what did I do last week? God, I can't remember week to week what class I'm playing. All of my brain cycles are currently dedicated to doggos. That's why. It's like... Brand new puppy is always in the back of my mind. Like, oh, do I need to go out and play with her some more? Does she need to be fed? Does she need to go outside? She's my dog, though. Make no mistake. She was Peanut's Christmas present, but she's my dog. She imprinted on me hard in that first week that we had her. And now she totally likes me more. Alright, Providence. I'm going to put this down here. And this up here. And no matter where you are in the room, you're going to get blasted. The glove doesn't really work well on Providence, it feels like. There you go. Enjoy getting pooped on a little bit. Oh, yeah, go ahead and put that shield up. We'll see how you like that. I have my shield, too. I just, for some reason, I'm not using it today. I don't think Providence can be stunned by the glove. He can be popped up into the stage, though, no problem. What's up? What do you guys need? You guys need electricity all through your grills? There you go. Enjoy. Get these Temple Guardians out the way. This is my strategy. Welcome to how we beat Providence with a souped-up loader. Look at all that knockback I'm getting, though. Whoop, let's not stand there during that attack, though. That would be pitiful. There you go, you can have this. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button, even. There you go. And we're done. That's Loader. That's how she goes. We need to take stock of what achievements are still left, because I think it's just a couple of aggravating ones and then monster logs for the last few percentage points, I think. Oy vey. This Hundo series is almost behind us in terms of unlocks, but in terms of amount of time, I fear that we're only like halfway done. Because the grind for the monster logs will begin, and it'll be a lot of samey videos where I just talk about nothing in particular. That's what my channel needs, right? Just a lot of dull videos where I don't talk about anything important. Alright. We got new monster logs. We got the Magma Worm monster log. Was that the only one? So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 monster logs. So let's see. Colossus Jellyfish, Magma Worm. We need the Ancient Wisp. We need the Toxic Beasts. We need the Cremator. We need Ifrit. We need the Scavenger. All boss monster logs. We're going to have to get a really good breaking run going to get those. Let's look at some new items here. It's not counting anything as a new item. Oh, we must have picked up pretty much every item so far. We haven't picked this up yet, because we haven't drowned 20 whorls. Oh, we haven't taken the wolf head yet. Okay. Oh, I still need to do a little bit of chef. Maybe we'll do chef for our drowned 20 whorls, so we can flambe some sand crabs. We haven't picked up... What is that? No, this is the gold bomb. What's this here? I don't even know what this here is. We've never gotten the wisp item, but we're closing in on the end of that. So we've cracked 90%, guys. The last 8%, it's gonna take a minute.